Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, get closer. It is a happy weekend, and I want to thank each and every one of you coming around right now. From anywhere you are coming from, all over the world, millions of people watching. At this point in time, we will be starting Oracle of the Truth. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are watching me from or listening to me. It is well with you. Before we start, of course, as usual, you know, I love praying, giving honor to God before every other thing, because He has the highest power and He deserves the highest honor. Let us bow down our heads. Father Lord, we thank you for today that we've seen the light again. We thank you that we've seen this week to the end. Father, we thank you for the life. We thank you for our brothers and sisters in the hospital. Give them health. Our brothers and sisters in the prison, give them release. Those going to court, may they win their cases. Father, those looking for work, women looking for fruit of womb, brothers are suffering in other countries looking for resident permit, those on the way now making a very dangerous journey through the Sahara Desert and Mediterranean Sea. Guide them. Please, Father, I call upon you to give wisdom to our African leaders and other leaders in the world. I pray that you put a great word into my mouth today. And I pray you protect me from those who don't like me and those who love me. Father, forgive those who don't like me. And I apologize on your behalf for those who might be offended on whatever that might come out of my mouth today. Father, I cover everything in your name. I ask for your blessings, your wisdom. I ask you to give us long life, give us good health, open doors of opportunities. Blocked doors which are no good, block it permanent. Bring us unity. Father, all these I have asked you. Those I remember and those I did not remember. Father, complete it for me. And that is all I pray. Amen. Amen. My good people of Africa and the world. My major topic today, it's all about coming to social media, using it reasonably. I want to thank the founder, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. You tried for us. And for those of us that uses social media, let us use it wisely for educative reasons. We don't have to come here and be insulting each other, making naked pictures, disgracing ourselves. It's not the purpose of Facebook. Facebook is made for educative reasons and good informations. I therefore want to use this platform today, thanking the founders, thanking all the people who have been supporting me, good friends, fans, haters also. I love you all because you all come from the creation of God, created all of us. Today, the first point I'm going into is about South Sudan. South Sudan is in Africa. South Sudan is among the 57 countries that made African continent. It's a new country. But what this new country has cost is not the way it was expected. What we expected from South Sudan is not what we are seeing today. So I want to hear all your voices. What you will do for me and for you and for us is to share this video so that it will reach the right authorities to treat the matter of South Sudan. As I'm talking to you now, millions of people are on the way to die in South Sudan due to the war there and the rebellism. The rebel leader of South Sudan, SPLA, Riek Machar, has taken on exile in South Africa. Salva Kiir is the president of new country, South Sudan. These two parties are fighting each other. And I want to call on our African leaders to intervene. It is getting too much. This war started since 2013. And today we are in 2017. Nobody is talking anything about it. Everybody kept silent. If UN kept silent or the international world kept silent, African leaders, will you also keep silent? And they are killing your citizens, your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters. As you can imagine, South Sudanese are very black, and that is epitome of beauty that signifies pure Africa. All right? And if we should leave it so to continue, why are we brothers and sisters? I want to call all the African leaders to listen to me right now and make a move. We may not be waiting for foreign or Western world or foreign countries to come and intervene for our own problem. I therefore start to call your names, if I may start. The two youngest among you leaders, I would like to honor the President of Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru Kenyatta. His Excellency, sir, my respect, I would love you to start the songs that will attract your co-leaders to intervene in what is going on in South Sudan. All right? I would also love to call the Tanzanian new president to intervene. You've been a great man, the new Tanzanian president. You are great. I've heard all about you. I would love to call Omar al-Bashir of Sudan, even though they separated from you, the president of Sudan. They are still your brothers and sisters. I would love to call Joseph Kabila of Republic of Congo. I would like to call so many others. I would love to call the president of South Africa, President Jacob Zuma. I am calling you people because you are nearer to Southern Sudan. I would like to call the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni. As I'm naming you all, this is how you are going to team up to go and stop this war going on in Southern Sudan. But let me give you a tip on how you will start. Stop the selling of that oil that is causing problem. You know why this war will last long? Southern Sudan has oil. And as long as oil is there, they will be getting ammunition. And when you people team up as African leaders, and stop them, first of all, their oil selling, ammunition will stop coming in. When they finish the bullet they have, there will be no more bullet. I want to ask some of you, is there any factory where Africans are manufacturing weapons? No, I have not seen. The weapon comes from foreign country. And why are they being supplied weapon? It's because of the oil. Any country that doesn't have oil does not have war. Believe you me. If God can, if I can pass message to God, I would ask God to stop oil in every country that has it. Let it not even work out again. There will be peace. The problem we have in Nigeria, that everybody is fighting to be the president of Nigeria, is because of crude oil. Yes. Let there be no oil. You will find out that some people will leave politics. So, Southern Sudan, the problem in Southern Sudan is because there is oil in this country. If you don't have oil, what will you use to buy ammunition? What will you give the manufacturers, these arms dealers? They are praying for you to continue killing yourself. As I'm talking now, over millions have died in Southern Sudan. I am not from Southern Sudan, but as an African, it is unfair that I will see what is going wrong in African continent. I don't speak about it. The time China was supplying fake food into African soil, I raised alarm. I spoke that the world heard my voice. And if every one of you, in every 1 million or in every 100, they have 3 of me, I think we'll find a better place in Africa. All right? So, please, African leaders, hear me out. I don't need anything from you. Since you are the people in charge that are authorized to speak, I want you people to go into Southern Sudan. Go and make peace for your brothers. If you continue waiting for UN, nothing. And you Southern Sudanese, wherever you are, share this video. And I want you to contribute to the success of your country, Southern Sudanese. I still call it Southern Sudanese. There is war in Southern Sudan, and nobody talk about it. It is just sometimes it's being aired by Al Jazeera, no other. See, I have not heard even from CNN. Okay, let us go into real problem in our countries, in our African countries. It's not only coming to show music or show naked woman or show people fighting. It's not what's about social media. Let us use this platform let it be a weapon for us to survive. We don't need to buy ammunition. Let us use social media to educate us so that we can find a better place in Africa. If you know you're a good African, you're on social media. From today that I'm speaking about South Sudan, go on. Not when there is one problem in France or America. All of you will change your Facebook logo to the logo of that foreign country and forget that your own country has a problem. Even though where I'm coming from as a Nigerian, there is a problem. But it's a bit mild comparing to South Sudan. These two guys who are causing this problem, it is not easy to kill them. Riek Machar is now in South Africa on exile. You rebels are there killing yourself. Wise up, my brothers who are having gun there. Wise up. Drop that gun. Stop. Slovakia, the president, you cannot kill him. He has a heavy security. Those of you are killing yourself. Listen, when 2 gigantic elephants are fighting, it's poor grass. The poor grass is what suffers. If this war going on now is affecting these 2 guys, it will be okay. But they are in their comfortable places, eating good food, enjoying their wives. You don't near them, and all of you there. So this one say, I am a rebel. This one say, I am a government soldier, and you're killing yourself. Can you get brain? Southern Sudanese rebel, SPLA, and the government soldiers. Could you people talk to yourself and make peace within yourself and abandon these people that sent you people this war? They will send you war, they will cause the war, and those of you will be killing yourself. And which people killing themselves? The poor soldiers, poor masses. These big guys don't have any problem. So my people, please help me in this campaign. You can talk about this on your own platform, on your profile. If you want to do live video, you can speak what will help Africa. You know, I want to extend my greetings to other activists on social media, those who are very active, both male and female. I want to thank all of you that are using this platform in a very good way to help Africa. May God bless all of you. Those who are using it to gossip and those who are using it to talk rubbish, woe unto you, because you are not using it for the rightful thing that it is made for. Okay? So, I am calling on good activists, good people in social media. Let us help South Sudan. Let us help this country. The poor masses are, in fact, Google it. After my live broadcast, Google South Sudan. Check it in YouTube. You will not eat food tonight when you see what is happening there. Okay? I want to switch over to some other countries. Let us go back to Cameroon. In the last time I spoke about Cameroon a lot. Cameroon now is divided. The division of Cameroon is that the president of Cameroon has abandoned the southern Cameroon because they were fighting for self-determination, and which the president don't want to hear. Let me tell you, Cameroonians, yes, your president may not hear anything you're talking about. As far as France is still getting their normal share, he can do whatever he want to do with you people. All right? So if you people want your president to hear you out, cry out loud to the world and be in unity, both Francophone and Anglophone. All of you are being humiliated by this tyranny. Okay? And those of you in social media, you have to speak you shouldn't use tribalism within yourself. The Francophone, many of them are in pens, just like leadership of Nigeria. If you look at the leadership of Nigeria since after the war, over 40 years now, born to rule, power mongers are the North. But the northern youths there are still complaining of hardship, which normally they have been ruling for 40 years. This area of Nigeria is supposed to be paradise on earth or more than Dubai. But there is nothing to talk about there. People embezzle the money and put in their warehouses. This is not for you. All right? And in every part of this country, Nigeria, each part has the part they play. If you can find $45 million in an apartment in Ikoyi, you can see the kind of country Nigeria is. So to say that Nigeria has its own invisible war, and that's why I don't so much talk about Nigeria, because if you're talking about Nigerian problem, it might cause you high blood pressure. Nigeria corruption is an infectious disease more wicked than HIV. Because there is a cure now for HIV. Nigeria corruption sickness is more dangerous than HIV. In a country, every high political positioned person is a criminal. None of them can go scot-free of no crime. And this is what I want to tell Nigerians. Somebody who stole goats and who stole Nokia phone and who embezzled 45 million, 9.8 million, they are all thieves. As you're stoning the goat thief, stone the billionaire thief. But I want to warn Nigerians to understand one thing. Listen to me. May God bless J.T. Rawlings of Ghana. My respect to you, J.T. Rawlings. Nigeria, if you don't take time, what's happened in Ghana will one day happen in Nigeria. Mark my word. As you people continue stealing money that's supposed to be used for the whole country and the masses, one criminal that claim is a politician or legislator or whatever you think you are, you will be stealing the money. Today, you people have stole the money and stole sickness into the president of that country that he fell sick. Yes, your juju to kill Buhari has worked. You people have stole sickness into President Muhammadu Buhari. He is now very sick, and all of you are happy, so that you can be able to go back to embezzlement. Shame to all of you. Those of you stealing Nigerian public fund shall never go free. If we don't punish you, God will punish you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good. I want to congratulate some countries in Africa that has real democracy. I want to congratulate Ghana. Ghana has real democracy, even though there could be pockets of resistance of some evil people there, but you cannot compare it with other countries. Tanzania is coming. Let us use the same kind of voice we used for Gambia during the time of President Yahya Jammeh, where he wanted to cause war. And we brought in good ideas with God's intervention. This is what I feel I can contribute. And those of you could be me. It cannot be only me. Those of you can also contribute the same way I'm contributing. Some of you don't even like to share the video. You might think if you share the video, I don't need your popularity. I am not here for popularity. Or I'm here for money making. I have my business. But looking at the country where I'm coming from, seeing people suffering, it pains me, because it does not mean I must not suffer to help others. No, I must not be suffering to feel the pains. I know what a poor man is suffering and what goes on in poor life. Yes. So by the time we are putting on social media, bringing educative topic and coming to social media to campaign for one politician which will not remember you tomorrow when he enters there, or coming to show a naked woman or filming your girlfriend or your wife, if he offends you, you put the picture, the video on the social media. That is not bringing us good. We cannot manufacture weapon. Rather, we can use our mouth to make weapon. I am not here to show you porno film. I am not here to promote your business or to call your name. I am here as an activist to speak to our leaders to make that country a better place, to make that continent a better place. As I'm talking now, some people are about to make a move from Libya to the Mediterranean Sea. Even though they see people are dying, they have no choice. Since if they are in Libya there, which is an African soil, they are killing them. In Libya, Libyans are killing their guests. And I want to warn some of you, there are agents of devil right now in various African countries, enslaving people. Slave trade has come back again. Not that they slave trade them and use them as labor. They kill them. There are agents in Africa now saying that they are traveling agencies. My dear sister, my brother, these evil monsters are in every African country now, helping you to go out to where they will kill you. I want you all to open your ears. Stop this your quick traveling. Before you even want to travel, get the details of the person who is sending you where you are going, so that every details of this criminal should be in hand. In case anything happens to you, we get him red-handed. African brothers and sisters, in whichever African country you are, before anybody say he or she is a traveling agent bringing you abroad, get the full details of this person very, very well. These criminals are in every African country now. If you look at how they massacre people, take their organ, you'll be waiting for your children or your child that have traveled abroad. You don't know the corpse has rotten in one bush. African leaders, these are things you need to address, and then we will call you good leaders. before you are traveling to any country, make sure that your embassy or your country is aware of where you are going. It's too dangerous now because so many people don't want to die. Organ transplanting is the most common business some criminals are doing now. But I know God will punish them. Because he who tampers human has tampered God. Because God created every one of us. Nobody gave you right to take somebody's organ and give to another person while the person is alive. If it's an accident and you have to will it, you have to write it. If I have an accident, take my organ to another person. Not by force. It is not by force. I apologize that I came very late because I've been having technical problem. This is why I did not come according to plan. So please bear with me. I apologize. It's a technical problem. It was not actually my fault. May God bless you. So please, my people, this is a Saturday evening. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Much alcohol while driving is not good. Don't do that. Drinking and driving during the weekend is dangerous. Life is precious. Okay? Please, my people, let us help South Sudan. It is very, very important. South Sudan is very, very important now because the world don't care. Nobody wants to talk about South Sudan anymore. This is a country that's separated from Sudan. Okay, if Riek Machar succeeds now and take over the country, there'll be another war. There'll be another war because these rebels will not agree to go like that or to take low post. The problem Africans have is that everybody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to be under anybody. All right? And I cannot see a lot of South Sudanese on social media. I don't know why, because I don't know why. I try to coordinate to know what their youths are saying about this instead of directing them into rebellism or becoming soldiers. Give them true education. But African leaders, first thing, block the oil cells in South Sudan. Let me see if there will be any ammunition again. Most countries where there is war is just countries that has oil. Can I name them? Iraq. Long time ago, Kuwait. Libya. Nigeria has its own invisible war, suffering and smiling. It's all because of the oil. And so many other countries. Because Saudi Arabia is very cooperative. They have their own internal war, which some of us may not know. So if I'm to say, I might tell God to close the oil. Let everybody have peace. In Southern Sudan, the person giving this oil can always get ammunition. All right? In Cameroon, as far as President Paul Biya cooperates with France, he can be there forever. Any president that cooperates with Western world, do not try to say you will remove him or her. But for me, if it is for me, I suggest let's give leadership to women. Yes. Let women become the leaders. Women has good hearts. 95% of problems we have in the world are caused by men, including me. I'm a man. Women are very peaceful people. Women are very peaceful. If it is for me, let women be ruling. Since President Her Excellency Ellen Johnson is in charge in Liberia. Have you heard war again? Look at Germany. Angela Merkel has been taking care of this country with good hearts. Do you see war? Economy is booming. So for me, let us give women chance to rule. They are very peaceful. Even in the house, most people who cause problem are the men. Women are so patient. She will be there preparing your food, taking care of your children. She will go to work and come back. You, Adam, will come back and start making trouble. Why does children love their mother so much, especially men? We love our mother because they are mothers. The same way they nurse us is the same way they could rule. If we can bring our head down and allow these people, we have ruled a lot. Men, we have ruled a lot and we achieved zero. Let us give women. In fact, if South Sudan, if they succeed in making peace, let them hand over the leadership to women. Let me see if there will be war there again. Let females start ruling in Africa. Let it start. Let us give them chance. I am soliciting for that. I could imagine that. If you go to court and you're a man, and the magistrate or chief judge is a woman, I bet you have 80% to go. 80%. If it's your fellow man, my brother, I guarantee you, your chance there might be 20%. You will jail you. Women are good-hearted. Even though not all of them, but their majority are good-hearted than men. We have evil hearts. And that's why we always fight. War, 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 war. Why wouldn't we respect women? People who can carry human being for 9 months and still feed you. Go about with that pregnancy and do things. If you don't respect a woman you kept in a house, you will not respect your mother. As for me, I solicit for women to rule. We have ruled a lot. And this is why we are causing war everywhere. Everywhere we go, everywhere I'm a man. It's not that I'm against my fellow men. But we should give these people opportunity. Let us give another trial. Let's give a chance. If you talk about a woman now to rule Nigeria, hey, God forbid bad thing. You men have been ruling. What have we achieved? What is our achievement? In the Western world, women are ruling and there is peace. When a man takes over, the first thing is to find enemy to attack. A lot of them, I don't want to start mentioning name of the Westerners and the Africans that like war. When the day come, I will do that. All right? When the day come, I will do that. So please, let me get myself something to drink while I keep you busy. In a few minutes, I'll be back there, okay? Let me get myself something to drink. Thank you, all my fans. Please, if I have not called your name or I call your name, days will come when we will start to go on only enjoyment and greeting each other. I am very humbled. I appreciate every one of you, both male and female, people with integrity, people honored, well-behaved people. I love you, my fans. I am so proud of every one of you that I have great fans. It must not be millions for me to appreciate you, because the way you people share my video, you are great. You're part of the program. Without you people, I cannot make it. We are all fighting together. Okay? Consider yourself, as far as you're my fan, you are an activist. You are all honored. Okay? I always put every one of you in prayer, as you always pray for me that nothing will harm me. And I want to assure you people, I am very careful. I am very, very careful in my movements. Don't be scared when you hear that I travel. I travel for good. All right? May my God, the God I worship, bless you, open your doors, give you good health. Because this our war, this war we are fighting is not an easy journey. We all must put our hands on deck. But please, my fellow men, if you're my fan and feel offended, please, pardon me. We have to give our women opportunity. Let us try them. Because I can read from the eye of my own mother how my mother was taking care of us. Although my father has died in 2009, July, and he was buried. These days I was in Nigeria. My mother is still living. And these people, that is where I see that mothers are leaders. You know, those days I can imagine how my father shouts. But I said my generation will stop it. Shouting on children, shouting on your wife. It's not training. As you can imagine, you seeing me on a live broadcast, I do not insult nobody. Insulting people is not professional. If you want somebody to hear you out, it has to be by good approach, dialogue. Okay? You don't come and insult people and think you will be honored. No. It's unprofessional. I therefore beg on all of you, let us be approaching these leaders with good approach. They might listen, because they are human beings like you. They are only small god with their convoy, with their bodyguards, with those guns surrounding them. Some of them, starting from the lower ones, the ones that need security are the presidents. Okay? These small ones like the governors, secretaries, senators, you need to see them in London or in America. When they come, they come like you the same way. All right? But it's maybe when they come is when they are coming to buy a house. You know, buying a house in Africa for them is not good. They want to live in heaven, but they don't want to make the heaven themselves. While we are here, we are in abroad suffering, trying to make Africa a heaven. And they are coming here to make already made heaven heaven. You can imagine that. They are coming to make already made heaven. You can see how an African man brain is. It's like when a poor man, the stupidity is when a poor man is going to give his little remaining to a billionaire. Just like in the churches today. In the churches today, you can see your pastor wearing suits worth about $400 or 500 euro, while your slippers is even open to touch the ground. The little you have, you will go and donate it there and say you have paid a tithe. Okay? You have paid a tithe. Somebody in Nigeria paid 45 million naira as tithe. That is 10% of either 45 billion. How did you make this money? Pastor will happily welcome it because pastor needs it. He wouldn't question you, where did you get this money? Because that private jet others are using, he need it. Good villa, he need it. So tithe is tithe, but not the same God I worship. My own God does not accept bribe. And that's why if you are trying to eliminate me, you will die. Don't make any wrong move because of my speeches. Because I'm coming from the oracle of the truth. And I'm sent. So, the God I worship, you can't bribe him. Because if you look at the situation of African leaders, when dates is approaching, they start crying. When it reaches the time they should step down or leave the presidential house, they are crying. It is only Goodluck Jonathan in Nigeria that left that position without stress. I mean, in Africa, President Robert Mugabe is 93 years. What is the president of Zimbabwe still searching in State House of Zimbabwe? Age has big part to play in every human life, both male and female. Technology even. You can compare your old car to a new one. The difference will be clear. But these are our elderly fathers. These are our old cabals. Must you die on leadership? Must you die on presidential seat? Is it a must? The young ones has copied them, but we no go agree. We will not agree them anymore. Say no to that. If your turn or finish, step aside. But I am crying for Nigeria. Because if what happened in Ghana during the time of J.T. Rawlings happens in Nigeria, blood will flow. So these elderly statesmen, all these cabals, run for your life in time. Your youths are not happy with you, Nigerian cabals. The young generations are no more happy with you. They are strongly thinking on what to do, you cabals. Alright? All these old cabals in leadership, they have it in Cameroon. La République du Cameroon. What you find out, there are old men. Old men. That is what is ruling Cameroon. The same thing with Uganda. Sometimes in the parliament, they are being addressed, they are sleeping. That is how their government sleep. That is how their government is sleeping. Because if you are too tired, the same thing applicable to whatever you do, your business will be tired. So if the president is tired, the country is also tired. This is why you need an agile youth. Nigerians, this is for you. Now, the election is coming on 2019. If I may advise you people, anybody above 60 years should not contest as president. Above 60 years should not contest as a president, so that you people will have a very agile and healthy president that can make move and do something. If it is boxing, he boxes the person. If it is to run, you people run. Leadership is not good for elderly people because the pressure is too much. The pressure is too much. Don't copy President Trump. Trump's own is different. Trump has tasted money. He is not coming there to make money. Only he is coming to achieve fame. That is what is missing in the life of Donald Trump. So it will not affect his 70 years. But our African leaders does not compare. They don't think of that. They only want to be there as far as they are making money. Is presidential seat your kiosk? Is it your warehouse? Or is it your private property? You were elected in there the same way you can step down. You must not die there. Not every soldier likes to die in a battlefield. So you people should understand that age is a disaster when it comes. And it has come. When age comes, you can't change it. I know if African leaders can buy extra age or kill somebody and use it to change to their self, they will do it. As far as it's them that will be there. Alright? Who is this? Okay. Mr. Wilson. My pleasure. So, African leaders, they love life. They love to be there. But when it reaches to die, they start crying. Death is inevitable. You cannot change from it. If Hitler could die, Idi Amin of Uganda died. Abacha of Nigeria, of all the people, died. May the soul of Umaru Yar'Adua rest in peace. That one was peaceful. But tyrants, when tyrants want to die, it's nearly like let them cry. Is somebody listening to me? These are facts. These are facts. We get it from the pot of the truth and come to expose it. So my people, stop being stupid. Stop searching for quick miracle. The miracle is you. The person showing you, making miracle for you. The person that will give you that miracle need that miracle. And his own miracle is when you pay your tithes. They even carry ATM inside the church now. I saw it. They carry ATM. You must pay your tithe even if you don't have cash. Give us a card. You don't try that in Europe. Try it. You pay tax from your nose and you will tell us how you manage. You decolo. So my dear sister, my dear brother, get brain. Stop being so stupid. Okay? That man giving you a miracle can as well take your wife. If he can take your money, your last money, carry olive oil, which they are selling in supermarkets anyhow here, and give you and collect your big money. There are a lot of people you can pay tithe to. Now let me tell you the best places you can pay your tithe. Go to motherless baby home. Choose 2 children, they are 3. Every month you go there and give them money to feed them. God is, because human beings belong to God. That is, you will see how your business will be booming. Get to the village. Help the widows. The widows. The widows, those who has children, no husband. They are suffering. Go and help those people. Give it to them. You see somebody in really need, not thieves. Help that person. But that you, all this modern Pentecostal church, I swear, you are just dashing out your money to your fellow being. The funniest part is that in Nigeria, so many of them have schools. And the poor members of the church cannot even attend the schools. Alright? The poor members of these churches cannot attend these schools. They have hospitals. Alright. Yes, one of my greatest fans is here. Lady London. My pleasure, sister. Keep it up. Yes. Yes, it's my pleasure. So, these churches They don't let the poor people to attend their schools. Now, can any one of you tell me if your pastors that has private jets has allowed you inside that private jet? No, but it's part of your money. You did not give it to me. Me that even doing the right thing that could. If I now say, I have an account, I want you people to be donating money for us to give to the poor people, you will see them screening me. I'm already made. I have my business. I do something that give me money. But that is okay for me and is not okay for my brothers and sisters. It's not completely okay for me. If you're rich and your sisters are poor or your brothers are poor, you are not rich. You're a poor man. Because if you're rich, you have to help others in your family to get up. I don't say you should give your whole life to them, but help them in the right channel. You confirm that you can help them help. And that's richness. Not going to give pastor that is dear Vokin, Yendori, Kawasaki and Yamaha. Then he will touch you, you fall. Upon your falling, you will still count your money and give him and say, Daddy. You're calling him daddy for what? Is he your papa? Mommy? Is he your mother? The true daddy is God. And that's the person I worship. The God I worship is a powerful God. And that's why he puts the right words inside my mouth to tell people and convince people to start knowing their rights. Alright? But I'm assuring you people, with my campaign, these African tyrants will one day end up. Because the suffering of the poor masses, those that have died, is still haunting them in the night. You don't know what these wicked leaders see in the night. Some of them don't sleep. Some of them don't pass good night because they always are afraid. And people they have killed are tormenting them in the night. That is what I want to tell you. Some of them are very sick. You can't be doing bad thing and think you will go free. You know, I can name all of them. And Africa is so blessed. Africa is so blessed with milk and honey. There is no African country that doesn't have what God has given them. And assuming all the African countries are utilizing what we have very well, our citizens don't need abroad. We don't need it. And the tribalism, very tribalistic set of people in every African country. Now, if you look at this Gambia of the Gambia of a smiling coast, African smiling coast, they have people they call Madinka and Jollof. They don't agree. Just like Cameroon, Anglophone and Francophone does not agree. In Nigeria, the Northerner, the South, the Easterner, Southeast, and the Westerner, they don't agree. So, how do we hope to achieve a lasting peace as great continent of Africa that is made up with 57 countries? The new country, which we call South Sudan, that has been battling to have self-determination, self-independence, is now fighting after the independence. Africa, where are we? Which way Africa? All right? Now, if you look at what is this kind of president, one part of your country, students are no more going to school. The first thing you do quickly is to cut off internet. Cutting internet is not the issue. If you cut internet, it didn't cut gun. Okay, later now, I heard Paul Biya has released the internet back and they were celebrating. My dear people of Southern Cameroon, stop that your internet celebration. When there was no rice, we were not eating sand. We have to talk about how is our children that is at home not going to school should go back to school. Internet, what is internet for? Is internet electricity? Yes, it's good for communication. But when there was not, Africans were surviving. This problem in Cameroon has to be addressed. The problem in Southern Sudan has to be addressed. The one in Nigeria between the Biafra and Nigeria has to be addressed. If you people don't address problem, it will continue lingering. When the future generation come, they continue. The IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, if care is not taken, he was not born before Biafra and Nigerian war. But when he came up, he read the history. He said, no, my people were over-humiliated. That is how it continues. It's just like what is happening in La République du Cameroon. If it is not treated, if Paul Biya even die, whoever comes here, the future generation will continue this struggle. That is one problem African leaders have. They don't like ending an issue. They leave it lingering. They leave it continuously lingering without ending. If you fight a war, make sure the war ends well. Because if it didn't end well, it can always come up. So my beloved Cameroonians, some of you are quiet now. Some are abroad. What do you think about these people who are not going to school? That is what I'm asking. These children are being deprived education. And your president, as far as he gives France, which is your colony, what they want, nothing. Nobody is coming to intervene. Yes, that is it. Trade by barter. Give me money, I put you in power. It's all over Africa. But our generation has to start ending it up by loving ourselves, by singing with one voice, by giving opportunities for those that have the power to do it. One problem I have with Africa is they don't want to give women opportunity. They don't want women to have the chances in leadership. And they know that they could do better. I am broadcasting live from Germany, a land where a woman is the leader. Chancellor Angela Merkel. I have nothing against this lady. I'm happy with her leadership. And I wish my own African country could give a lady such opportunity. I will be one of the voters. I have nothing against women. I don't have anything against a woman being a leader. Yes, because I have a mother who has taken proper care of us, even ruled us better than our father. My father is a great man, but our mother's leadership, you could imagine from looking at me as a radical talker, if such a woman can calm somebody like me, she could be a good leader because I know I'm a radical talker. As an activist, I'm radical. But my mother is somebody I fear, I respect. So through what I witnessed from my mother, I started saying women need opportunity to become leaders. If the day we Africans accept this, that is the day we start seeing our survival. For how many decades we, the men, are ruling? I'm a man. If I'm opportune to rule, I will. But I would suggest what we need in leadership is to make the country good. So I prefer whoever that will do it fine. Okay. I am not tribalistic. I'm not a racist. But whosoever that makes it fine, like in the social website, social media, I see so many women who are activists too. And they are talking point. They are talking point. Even though there are some talking rubbish. But there are some that are talking very educative. People that are so patient, with wisdom. Men were hot-tempered. And that's why we fight war every hour. I said it before, 95% of problems we have in the world are caused by us, men, including me. I don't put myself exception because As an activist now, I know I have caused a lot of trouble. Some places, some may say what you're talking is instigating war. It is bringing problem. I don't care. Because I know one day I will die. It could be earlier or later. Death is death. It's inevitable. So you being a coward, if you know you cannot talk, don't discourage those that could speak on your behalf, or you start telling them, nah, they will look at you, they will do you this. So if you travel, don't write me that in my inbox. My death is my death, not your own. My father died, I didn't die for him. And that's the day I confirmed you die for yourself. As this man was being buried, his Mercedes Jeep, all what he had was standing there. He made the journey alone. And so, if I'm talking to my leaders or talking to those doing bad things, do not write me any inbox. My brother, be careful. You have to be careful, not me. I have my own life, you have yours. So if you can't talk, don't discourage many. I do see some fellow activists. There was a lady somewhere, one time, I like the way she talked to, is an activist. She was talking, and it's like somebody was telling her to be careful. She cannot come to Cameroon because she's talking. My dear sister, if I remember your name, I could still call you. Keep it up. Don't fear nobody. These people are just small god in African country. When they come over here, they are nobody. That you know. One other thing I want to tell you people, Africans, my fans, don't because you are not from a Cameroon, you see problem in Nigeria, you don't speak about it. Don't because you are not from Nigeria, you see problem in Uganda, you can't speak about it, or in Kenya or South Africa. We are all one. Everywhere in the world, we are all considered Africans. No matter the passport you're holding. If you like, hold 20 green, blue, red, yellow. That color signifies where you are from. That is it for a Westerner, for you. You are an African. Even though our brothers and sisters in America claim they are Americans, they are called African American. Did they call them American? Or some of those of us who have European dual nationality, do they tell you you are from that country? When the situation comes, they let you know what your color stands for. So it is better we start wising up. Let us get brain. Let us get brain. And those of you who have stayed more than 20 years in leadership, resign now. I said resign. Step down. It is time. Enough is enough for a wise. Twice beaten is a child. Yes, my people. I think our topic today, we've discussed it well. I want to thank you all for giving me your time. Do me a favor to make sure this live broadcast reaches our brothers and sisters that were not able to watch me today. I tried to extend the time because of time of other countries. But please, any suggestion you have, you can inbox me. You can also WhatsApp me. Very soon I will put on WhatsApp number that those of you can as well reach me through WhatsApp and give me informations on what you cannot talk. I will talk it for you. As for now, this is weekend of May. I know today is Saturday, so many people would go to club. Some will visit friends. Some might be on their way to a journey or to Africa. I want to tell you that whatever you are going to do on this weekend, God will bless it. And whatever that you lack, that you have not got, as far as you have listened to me today, may the God I worship bless it. You will find joy and peace. I always put every one of you that are my fans in prayer, because your progress is important to me, so that you consider that my prayer functions in your life, it works in your life. All right? The God we worship love us. He's a very patient God. Our God is so patient, and that's why he's been there for us. Don't mind Satan. Satan is an instant giver and instant taker. He will give you now, and what he demands or whatever he gives you is different from what our God demands. Our God demands only worshiping him, praising him, and believing in him. All right? So whatever you are lacking, believe in me, God will do it for you. I would like to extend my sincere greetings to Mami Jackie in America. You've been a great fan. Joy NM, you are Queen's ladies, the ladies queens. My regards to you, your husband and your family. Those of you that I could not remember your name, consider that I love you and I will always be there for you. I want to start saying bye now. I will leave you with some tone. Thank you for being with me. May God guide you till our next program. I will always write it on my wall. You will know when I'll come. I don't always come because I need to gather facts, something that is reasonable that I could tell you, and something that we can use for something good. But don't forget South Sudan. Don't forget South Sudan. We have to see that we stop that war. May God be with you, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.